As the chill of weird winter 2025 looms on the horizon, a growing number of seniors are taking cues from an unlikely source, the Amish. Known for their self-sufficient, no-frills lifestyle, Amish communities have long mastered the art of preparedness, thriving through harsh winters without modern conveniences. Now, their time-tested wisdom is inspiring seniors aged 55+ to stockpile essential items that could make all the difference in the months ahead. Why the urgency? Experts are predicting an unpredictable winter season, with extreme weather patterns, supply chain disruptions, and rising costs threatening to catch many unprepared. But the Amish have a secret. They focus on practical, versatile, and long-lasting essentials that ensure their families stay safe, warm, and well-fed, no matter what challenges arise. In this guide, we'll reveal the 12 must-have items Amish grandparents are stockpiling right now and why seniors should follow their lead. From pantry staples to survival tools, these items are not just about getting through the winter, they're about thriving in uncertain times. Don't wait until it's too late. Discover how you can prepare like the Amish and face weird winter 2025 with confidence and peace of mind. Canning salt, the unsung hero of food preservation. When it comes to stockpiling essentials, canning salt is a non-negotiable for Amish families, and for good reason. Unlike table salt, canning salt is pure sodium chloride, free from additives like iodine or anti-caking agents. These additives, while harmless in everyday use, can interfere with the fermentation and preservation process, making canning salt the gold standard for long-term food storage. Canning salt is a cornerstone of Amish food preservation practices, used to prepare pickles, sauerkraut, cured meats, and canned vegetables. Its fine texture dissolves easily, ensuring even distribution in brines and recipes. For seniors preparing for weird winter 2025, this simple yet powerful ingredient can mean the difference between a well-stocked pantry and spoiled food. Another advantage of canning salt is its resilience in storage. Unlike table salt, which can clump in damp conditions, canning salt remains free-flowing, even in less than ideal environments. This makes it a reliable choice for long-term storage, especially in areas prone to high humidity. Beyond food preservation, canning salt has a surprising secondary use as a natural ice melt. Unlike chemical de-icers, it's safe for pets, plants, and the environment, making it a practical addition to any winter preparedness plan. For seniors who may face blocked roads or delayed deliveries, having a supply of canning salt ensures they're ready for both culinary and environmental challenges. 2. Lard, the versatile survival staple. Lard, a humble yet powerful ingredient, is making a comeback in Amish households, and it's easy to see why. This shelf-stable fat is not only affordable but also incredibly versatile, serving as a cornerstone of cooking, baking, and even survival strategy. Unlike butter, lard boasts a higher smoke point, making it ideal for frying and cooking over wood stoves. Its rich flavor enhances everything from pie crusts to fried chicken, proving that practicality doesn't have to come at the expense of taste. For seniors preparing for an unpredictable winter, lard offers a reliable and cost-effective way to keep meals hearty and satisfying. But lard's utility doesn't stop in the kitchen. In times of power outages, it can double as a fuel source for lamps, providing light and warmth when modern conveniences fail. This dual-purpose nature makes it a must-have for anyone looking to maximize their stockpile's efficiency. Storage is another area where lard shines. When sealed in jars, it can last for years without refrigeration, making it a perfect fit for long-term preparedness. Amish families often render their own lard, ensuring a steady supply that's free from preservatives and additives. For seniors, purchasing pre-rendered lard or learning to render their own can be a game-changer in building a resilient pantry. As weird winter 2025 approaches, lard stands out as a practical, multifunctional item that embodies the Amish philosophy of self-sufficiency. Whether you're frying up a meal or lighting a lamp, this old-fashioned staple is ready to meet the challenges of modern survival. 3 wool blankets, the ultimate winter essential. When it comes to staying warm during harsh winters, Amish families swear by heavy wool blankets, and for good reason. Unlike synthetic materials like fleece, wool retains its insulating properties even when wet, making it a reliable choice for unpredictable weather conditions. Wool blankets are naturally fire-resistant, adding an extra layer of safety for homes heated by wood stoves or kerosene heaters. This is a critical feature for seniors who may rely on alternative heating methods during power outages. Additionally, wool's durability is unmatched. A well-cared-for wool blanket can last for decades, often becoming a cherished family heirloom. Amish families don't just stockpile wool blankets for their own use. They also buy them in bulk to share with neighbors or gift to those in need. This sense of community preparedness is a hallmark of Amish culture and a valuable lesson for seniors looking to build a support network during challenging times. For seniors, investing in high-quality wool blankets is a practical step toward winter readiness. These blankets provide not only warmth but also peace of mind, knowing you're prepared for whatever weird winter 2025 may bring. Whether you're bundling up at home or lending a hand to a neighbor, wool blankets are a timeless solution to modern challenges. 4. Kerosene and wick lamps, a reliable light source. In a world increasingly reliant on electricity, the Amish have long embraced kerosene and wick lamps as a dependable source of light. These lamps are more than just a nod to tradition. They're a practical solution for extended power outages, which are becoming more common during extreme weather events. Kerosene lamps offer several advantages over alternatives like candles or LED lights. For one, they provide a softer, more natural glow that's easier on the eyes, creating a calming atmosphere during stressful times. They're also safer than candles with a lower risk of tipping over or causing accidental fires. The key to making the most of kerosene lamps is proper storage. Kerosene, when sealed correctly, can last for years, making it a smart investment for long-term preparedness. Amish families often stock up on kerosene before winter, taking advantage of stable prices and availability. For seniors, this proactive approach ensures you're not left in the dark when you need light the most. In addition to their practicality, kerosene lamps are a testament to the Amish philosophy of simplicity and self-reliance. By incorporating these lamps into your winter preparedness plan, you're not just adopting a tool, you're embracing a mindset that values resilience and adaptability. As weird winter 2025 approaches, let the warm glow of a kerosene lamp light your way to a more secure and self-sufficient season. 5. Heirloom seeds, the key to future food security. For the Amish, heirloom seeds are more than just a gardening tool. They're a lifeline to food independence. Unlike modern hybrid or genetically modified seeds, heirloom seeds are non-hybrid and open-pollinated, meaning they can be saved and replanted year after year. This makes them a sustainable choice for anyone looking to secure their food supply in uncertain times. One of the greatest advantages of heirloom seeds is their adaptability. Over time, these seeds become more resilient to local weather conditions, making them a reliable option for growing food even in challenging climates. For seniors preparing for weird winter 2025, this resilience can mean the difference between a thriving garden and a failed harvest. Amish families view heirloom seeds as future food, not just a current resource. By stockpiling and planting these seeds, they ensure a steady supply of fresh, nutritious produce that doesn't rely on grocery store availability. This level of self-sufficiency is invaluable during supply chain disruptions or economic instability. For seniors, investing in heirloom seeds is a practical and empowering step toward food security. Whether you're an experienced gardener or just starting out, these seeds offer a way to grow your own food, reduce dependency on external sources, and embrace a more sustainable lifestyle. As the Amish have shown, the path to resilience often begins with a single seed. 6. Cast iron cookware, the indestructible kitchen essential. When it comes to cooking during power outages, nothing beats the versatility and durability of cast iron cookware. Amish families have relied on these heavy-duty pans for generations, and for good reason. They're built to last and perform exceptionally well in any cooking scenario. Cast iron cookware is uniquely suited for use over wood stoves, coals, or campfires, making it an essential tool when electric stoves are out of commission. Its ability to retain and evenly distribute heat ensures consistent cooking, whether you're frying, baking, boiling, or simmering. For seniors preparing for weird winter 2025, this adaptability can make meal preparation much easier during extended outages. One of the best things about cast iron is that it improves with age. With proper care, these pans develop a natural non-stick surface that rivals modern cookware. They're also incredibly durable, often lasting for decades or even generations. Many Amish families pass down their cast iron cookware as heirlooms, a testament to its enduring value. For those on a budget, cast iron is an affordable option, especially when purchased secondhand. A single pan can replace multiple modern pots and pans, making it a cost-effective choice for building a resilient kitchen. As the Amish have demonstrated, Sometimes the simplest tools are the most reliable. 7. Wood stove maintenance. Staying warm and safe. A wood stove is a lifeline during harsh winters, but it's only as good as its maintenance. Amish families prioritize the upkeep of their wood stoves, ensuring they operate efficiently and safely throughout the season. For seniors relying on wood stoves during weird winter 2025, this attention to detail can make all the difference. One critical component of wood stove maintenance is replacing worn gaskets. These gaskets create a seal that prevents heat from escaping, and a worn gasket can waste up to 30% of a stove's heat output. By replacing gaskets annually, Amish families save fuel and maximize their stove's efficiency, a practice seniors can easily adopt. Chimney cleaning is another essential task. Over time, creosote, a flammable byproduct of burning wood, builds up in chimneys, increasing the risk of dangerous fires. Amish families use chimney brushes to clean their chimneys regularly, often before the start of winter. This simple step ensures their homes stay warm and safe, even during extended use. For seniors, investing in wood stove gaskets and chimney brushes is a small but impactful way to prepare for the challenges of weird winter 2025. By following the Amish example, you can keep your home warm, reduce fuel costs, and enjoy peace of mind knowing your stove is operating safely. Dried beans and rice. The ultimate survival foods. When it comes to stockpiling food, dried beans and rice are a match made in heaven. These pantry staples are a favorite among Amish families for their affordability, long shelf life, and nutritional value. Together, they form a complete protein, providing the essential amino acids needed for a balanced diet. Amish families often buy beans and rice in bulk, storing them in large sacks or sealed containers to protect against pests and moisture. When stored properly, these staples can last for 10 years or more, making them a reliable food source during extended outages or delivery delays. For seniors preparing for weird winter 2025, this longevity is a game changer. The versatility of beans and rice is another reason they're so popular. They can be used in a wide variety of dishes, from hearty soups and stews to simple, satisfying meals. Their ability to stretch into hundreds of servings makes them an economical choice for anyone looking to build a robust food supply. For seniors, stockpiling dried beans and rice is a practical way to ensure you're prepared for whatever the winter brings. These staples are not just about surviving, they're about thriving, even in the face of uncertainty. By following the Amish example, you can build a pantry that's ready for anything. 9. The lifeline of fresh flour. Hand-crank grain mills. Imagine the power has been out for days, maybe even weeks. The bread aisle in your local grocery store is empty, and even the prepackaged flour you had stocked up on has gone stale, tasting sour and clumpy. For most people, that would be the end of homemade bread. But not for the Amish. Their secret? A humble, hand-crank grain mill. A grain mill may look simple, but it's a survival powerhouse. Instead of relying on fragile supply chains or electricity, Amish families grind wheat berries, corn, oats, or rye by hand into fresh flour. What makes this so valuable is that wheat berries, the unprocessed form of wheat, can last for decades if stored properly in sealed containers, while flour spoils in just a few months because of the oils that turn rancid. This means that while modern households worry about running out, Amish families can always fall back on their long-term stores. Beyond bread, a hand mill gives you flexibility in your kitchen. Pancakes, biscuits, cornbread, muffins, and even hot cereal all become possible with freshly ground grains. For seniors, this tool also symbolizes independence. Instead of depending on expensive trips to the store or unreliable deliveries during snowstorms, you can literally put food on the table with just your hands and a few turns of the crank. Durability is another reason the Amish value grain mills. Most are built from cast iron or solid wood, designed to last a lifetime. Many Amish families still use mills that belonged to their grandparents. For those over 55, investing in one is not just about surviving a bad winter. It's about creating a long-term solution that your family can rely on for generations. In uncertain times, the hand-crank grain mill is more than a kitchen gadget. It's a guarantee. When the shelves are empty and the power is gone, the ability to grind your own flour could mean the difference between going hungry and eating warm bread fresh from your oven. For seniors especially, it's a quiet but powerful way to stay self-reliant, nourished, and in control, no matter what winter brings. 10. Warmth from the ground up. Wool socks for every senior. When we think about surviving harsh winters, most of us imagine big things: heating systems, fireplaces, or thick blankets. But Amish grandparents know survival often comes down to the smaller details, like keeping your feet warm. That's why they treat wool socks as non-negotiable essentials, not just another piece of clothing. Feet are the foundation of warmth in winter. If your feet are cold, your whole body feels it. For seniors, poor circulation can make this problem even worse, leading to stiff joints, instability, or even frostbite in severe cases. Cotton socks, what most people wear, only make matters worse. Once damp, cotton clings to the skin, pulling heat away from the body. In contrast, wool stays warm even when wet, wicking moisture away and keeping your feet insulated. Amish elders typically keep multiple pairs of wool socks on hand, often 10 or more per person. They rotate them daily, ensuring that if one pair gets damp from chores, another pair is always dry and ready. Wool's natural antimicrobial properties mean they don't smell as quickly, making them easier to manage without constant washing, especially important if water access is limited in winter. The durability of wool socks also makes them a smart investment. Unlike synthetic blends that wear thin quickly, thick wool socks can last for years with proper care. Amish families often buy them in bulk from farm supply stores or knit their own, ensuring that every family member is prepared. For seniors living alone, these socks are more than comfort. They're a safety measure. Cold feet can lead to stiffness, slips, and falls, while warm feet help maintain balance and reduce the risk of accidents. Ultimately, wool socks may not sound glamorous, but they are a survival essential. They provide steady warmth in drafty houses, on icy floors, or even inside boots during snow shoveling. For seniors especially, something as simple as pulling on a thick, dry pair of wool socks can mean the difference between shivering through a storm and feeling secure, steady, and warm. Amish grandparents understand this deeply, which is why they treat wool socks as essential gear, small, affordable, but life-saving in the coldest months of the year. 11. Quiet currency. Needles, thread, and coffee for barter. During crises, money doesn't always buy what you need. If delivery trucks can't reach your town and stores are stripped bare, all the cash in your wallet won't help you repair a torn coat or share comfort with a neighbor. Amish grandparents have long understood this truth, which is why they keep a stash of small but powerful barter items like sewing needles, strong thread, and coffee. Take sewing needles, for example. They're tiny, cheap, and easy to store, yet incredibly valuable when supplies run short. A single needle can mean the difference between repairing a winter coat or losing it altogether. Pair that with heavy-duty thread, waxed or polyester, and you've got the ability to patch quilts, mend gloves, or fix work clothes in ways modern fast fashion simply doesn't allow. For seniors, having these supplies also means independence. You don't need to rely on expensive tailors or stores that might not even be open. You can fix things yourself or trade your skills for help with other tasks. Then there's coffee. To most people, coffee isn't a survival necessity, but in the middle of a long, cold blackout, a cup of hot coffee becomes more than a drink. It's comfort, morale, and even community. Amish families know this, which is why they quietly store extra bags of beans or grounds. In times of shortage, coffee becomes a powerful barter item, something neighbors are willing to trade food, firewood, or labor for. This practice isn't about greed. It's about connection. In Amish communities, bartering builds goodwill and strengthens bonds. A spool of thread might be exchanged for fresh eggs. A bag of coffee might secure help with shoveling snow. Seniors especially benefit from this, since they may not have the physical strength to trade labor, but can offer useful items instead. Barter goods remind us that survival isn't just about stockpiling for ourselves. It's about helping others and being part of a community. Amish grandparents prepare with this in mind. They know that when money fails, the simple things needles, thread, and coffee become priceless tools for survival and friendship. For seniors in 2025, this lesson is more important than ever. True security doesn't come from hoarding wealth, but from having something useful to share. 12 paper wisdom maps and almanacs that never fail. In today's world, we rely almost completely on digital tools, GPS for directions, weather apps for forecasts, and online calendars to guide our days. But what happens when the power goes out, cell towers freeze, or your phone battery dies? Amish grandparents don't face that problem because they rely on something that never needs charging. Printed maps and farmers' almanacs. A paper map might seem old-fashioned, but in a winter emergency, it can be a lifesaver. Amish families keep detailed county maps that mark back roads, creek crossings, and safe routes to towns or neighbors. When snow covers road signs or GPS fails, a paper map still works. For seniors who may live in rural areas, this is more than convenience. It's about safety and independence. You don't need to wait for a rescue if you can navigate on your own. The Farmer's Almanac is another tool that proves its worth year after year. Far from being a relic, it's filled with planting guides, frost warnings, moon phases, and long-range weather predictions that often outperform modern forecasts. For winter 2025, the almanac has already warned of unusual early freezes and unpredictable storms. Amish grandparents rate it carefully, planning everything from when to bring livestock indoors to when to finish canning. For seniors, this paper wisdom means confidence. They don't have to rely on digital alerts that may never arrive. These tools also carry a cultural weight. Almanacs are often read and shared across generations, teaching children how to respect seasonal rhythms. In many Amish homes, a fresh copy is as important as groceries in the fall. Seniors benefit too, because the almanac and maps don't require eyesight-straining screens or confusing apps. They're tangible, reliable, and easy to pass along. Ultimately, printed maps and almanacs represent resilience. They remind us that not every solution has to be high-tech. Sometimes the simplest tools, ink on paper, are the most dependable. For seniors preparing for the weird winter of 2025, these resources aren't just backups, they're lifelines. When screens go black and networks fail, paper will still guide the way, ensuring you stay safe, informed, and prepared.